Burp. Mm. Good. Sounds good. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so we are just waiting for... Oh. Nietzsche. Hello. Hope you're doing good. Oirish. Oirish. We got to speak Irish. But how are you doing? Hoping you're doing good. I almost fell off. Help. Is it bad to say that I don't trust the brothel worker or owner yet? Yes. Because she did prove herself in one regard, and that was actually a conversation that happened last night. Toku didn't go and have the meeting with her, which would have led to this anyways, because he thought it was extremely shady with her requests and, you know, just left believing he was going to get killed by tigers. Well, then Queen decided, you know what? I'm just going to go up there because I'm me and I do these things. Because that's how I just somehow explain whisperers whenever they do things. And lo and behold, there were no tigers. Now, to be completely fair, Sean is going to check the place they are going, just in case. But there's not really any reason just yet. Just yet. I'm gonna pop this over here to Boop and send her a message. Ready when are. Hello, Ava. Yeah. Foot is not ready. Foot is not ready. Foot didn't prepare questions because this is supposed to be a meeting to get to know each other better and things like that. So, there she is. Kaiga's warehouse. We're going to Kaiga's warehouse of all things? Marie will sit. She needs to eat and drink food. She needs to eat food and drink water. Go do that. Go to the kitchen. Go to the bathroom. There ain't no toilet up there. Good. Take care of the basic necessities. And you still don't know the password to the computer. Use your phone. Use your phone. Wow. Uh-huh. There's people here.
Yeah, I joined here, like I was in RP already.
Ah, got it.
And you requested, so I let you in here, because VRChat is foggy today.
Got it.
Alright, you know what?
And we can go together to the next one.
Casualties of war.
Dear goodness, he shot you. How do you feel about that? I'm immune to bullets!
I cannot see any of your bullets.
I can see them.
You only see them.
Mr. O'Daly, I don't feel so good.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Looks like we're going to a hospital then.
now I'm out of ammo.
Where did I say we go?
The
motel,
one
right?
that was further away.
I can't see.
Hello?
You don't see a blue trail?
A fake light.
No.
I see it.
It is open. You know the motel.
That's cool.
Oh, it's the. Oh no. The phone's gonna have more games than the computer. Which one's the open one again? I forget. Oh, they're all openable. Right. That one's cool. Ooh. I'll let her choose. It'll actually be my first time going inside one of these rooms. Oh boy. You know, the last time I was here, I stationed one of my whispers inside that dumpster there with a minigun. Don't mind the blood over there. We don't mind that. Uh-oh. Hello? Am I alone here? I'm all alone. All by myself. There is no one here beside me. I was about to say.
Yes, this motel.
Mm-hmm. This one. Yeah. So if you see blood over there on the asphalt, not my fault. Okay? Also, we totally didn't have a whisperer hide in this dumpster with a minigun. Mm-mm.
What?
Yeah.
With a minute. Is he like an Oompa Loompa?
No, it's Millie.
That's kind of...
Yeah, we had Millie hide in the dumpster with a minigun. Oh, also don't mention the fact that that this is where Yuna and Lily ripped out the eye of one of my former leaders.
Jasmine was hiding over there in this room for a long time
Oh my goodness.
before Bucky got her.
Oh, Bucky. Oh, Bucky. No.
So yeah, this motel. That's why she wrote like the motel is legendary.
Yeah, it is legendary. It's cold here.
It's very cold.
Yeah, so... Yeah, there is a lot of blood here. There's too much blood here. I remember this is where Mark got his nickname as Judge.
Did he?
Yeah, because Alex planted a tracker on the Fallen after the treaty had been made, and that none of that else is supposed to happen. And because we were paranoid, we found it and called out immediately, and that's why he has his ear cut off.
Oh yeah, this is the one you found.
Mm-hmm.
True. I forgot.
Yep. Oh, so many things. It felt like an age ago. Ugh.
You had been tracked 3 times. One
Yeah.
was Jero, one was mine, and one was Alex.
I think we found all 3
I died
too.
for-
No, we didn't find yours.
Yeah,
You just
but one
showed
was-
up.
That was the one you found too late.
Yeah, you just showed up, and they were like, "Nani, guns."
Hello.
Oh,
Wait, before we start. Now I can actually show you. Do you have time, actually, or are you busy?
am I busy? I am not busy.
Yep.
Heyo.
Where is it? Where is it?
Really? Oh, different eye colors. Let's go. I actually never. The funny thing.
Like an Odeli should have.
Blue eyes. I never saw that she had the green eyeliner. I never saw her face except from the side and from the back because my gun was always pointed at her head. Yeah. Oh, back in the day when we all had yellow toggles. You couldn't use your specialty? Metal Gear Solid box? I'm so proud. Wait, what's this logo on the side? Hold on. Keep dry. Yeah, it's a home after all.
Business.
Yep, business. Ugh. Chat, calm down. Huh?
Your chat doesn't calm down.
Yeah, they're not calming down.
Chat now.
It's just Tanner.
Tanner. Hello, Tanner.
Yep, need me to come along and keep that hand warm? No! No. I need to find a parking spot. Is there even a free parking spot? What the heck? These people aren't even using the hotel. Why are they parking here? It's not free.
No, way too many cars. Way too
Yeah,
many.
no kidding. And all the rooms are available. What the heck? You know what? Actually,
So we're walking here.
No.
No. We're gonna. This is yours. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, this one's mine.
Never saw a whisper in a car like this.
In a car like this, you didn't see who was it? HD's stuff that he started pulling out for his characters.
Oh, that's true.
That was just straight up sports car. I will no get off the seat. My goodness, we don't need that. So I will inform you that I went and I found royalty-free romance music.
Wow.
Listen, okay? Yeah, you know, it's how... It's Sean! It's Sean! Gosh dang it.
I'm gonna bring out the romance killer now.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me bring out the romance killer myself. Here we go.
The mask costs extra. That's
The mask costs extra. Only if you're wearing the mask.
only.
It's called getting the sillies out, chat. My goodness. Is this the place where Nox's character owns the place? If he does, I'm shooting him. I told you if I see an opportunity, I'm going to make a joke. Oh, waitish. Woosa. Yep. You ready for business?
Yep.
All right. We go cards up in 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Didn't know we were coming here.
It's a legendary place.
Yeah, it is after all.
Many deer swimming here.
Yeah, I made some of them. So, which room's your favorite? Third one. I had the feeling. All right. Oh, wait. Let's get the key. Thank you. We made reservations for room 3. Thank you. Got the key in my hand. You know, this is actually going to be the first time I've ever been inside one of these rooms. It's always been out here or in one of the dumpsters.
In one of the dumpsters.
Yeah, listen, we were waiting and hiding. We were in ambush. And here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what we got in here? Ironing board. Nothing up there. Really? Not even service access? Huh. Is it just me, or is this complimentary shampoo glowing?
Radioactive shampoo. Heard of that? It's a trend.
It's a trend? It's supposed to make you radiant or something.
You start glowing after that time.
I'd prefer not to glow. Alrighty.
Water?
Yeah.
Yes, that's all they have here. Not even fresh.
I mean,
water.
I could, we could just call something in too.
Better.
Yeah. What you fancy?
If they have whiskey or gin,
Let's go with whiskey. Got a number here. Hey, yeah. Z-Dash. Yeah, I need you to stop by the local liquor store and get a bottle of whiskey. Drop it off at the Cold Motel. Yeah. Yeah, room 3. All right, sounds good. Bring the receipt. I said bring the receipt. Thank you. See you soon. You always got to see the receipt, otherwise... Huh? I didn't call the whispers for
What
that.
did you call?
I called Z-Dash.
Who is Z-Dash?
Z-Dash, you know, it's a very fast company that delivers most anything in terms of food and, well, products of the like. Yeah, so let's get the extremely difficult questions out of the way first. What is your favorite color?
I would say green.
Really? You'd say, is that to get closer? Is that pandering?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. What? Uh-huh. Or is it actually green?
Yeah, sure. No, gold.
Gold? I can see that. Also explains the plating you got on your hands. Mine, as a matter of fact, is green. And it's not because of this.
So why is it then? I'm curious.
Well, it's the color of things that are living. At least times the plants and such. You don't see too many of them, so... To me, when I do see it, it's a bit special. It's kind of something that represents life, living. Beyond that, not too much.
Some people say green is the color of jealousy.
Really? Or envy. Yeah, I could see that, like green with envy. Like, ew, I want what they have. Specifically that I hate what they have. I don't care that I have the same car as them, it's just a slightly different color. I want that car. That's theirs. Jealousy's dangerous. You know what's even more dangerous, though? Greed. Leads to so many things going wrong. Far too many. That, and it leads to, you know, people getting in over their heads, getting into things they can't handle. But yeah, that's my question. Feel like alternating back and forth?
That's the only question you have?
No, that's not the only question I
Is your
have.
favorite color?
It's not the only question I have. I have more.
The question for me is, what kind of question should I ask you, which I already know?
Which you already know.
Well, when I look in your eyes, you're fearless. I can tell.
Didn't used to be.
Oh, so the past made you.
I helped overcome it with the help of a friend. You want to hear the horror story?
I love horror stories.
Alright then. You know of a place called Ravenholm?
Never heard of him.
It's a rather run-down place out in the outskirts. A place, at least previously inhabited by tigers. But, they were running experiments on some sort of serum there, and my uncle, as well as Chase Henderson, when he was alive, assigned myself and some of my friends to go there. We were gonna retrieve some of the serum Then we were going to blow up the rest, and our way out was going to be a portal. Then there's going to be, well, backup on the other side waiting for us. Well, we got there, and Lorelei, that's my knife. I name my weapons. She and I took out a great many tigers together without even raising the alarm. And then my compatriots there started getting in the dirty. They started getting found out and captured. To which, when that happened, I got taken in simply because they were suspicious. Of which, during that, they didn't really do a good job tying my hands up. So I stabbed a heavy in the head, in the throat, took a shotgun, and got us all out of there. We completed that part of the mission. And we got through the portal. Into the place called Ravenholm. It was dark. We could hear the sounds of... It wasn't human. They were creatures. Or at least maybe they used to be human. Not entirely certain. We came across a room. There were saw blades on the wall, some lodged into the wall. And there was a man just standing next to it, just touching it, mumbling something over and over. It didn't even make sense. He was actually cutting his hands on it. It was rusty too. You know, tetanus is still a thing you gotta worry about. But he was touching it, doing that, mumbling something. And it was strange. Because us, Whisperers, we weren't used to tigers behaving that way. We were used to tigers being gung-ho, being all proud of everything. But this one was very clearly out of it for some reason. I tried to reason with him, but one of the others, I forget who, might have been Mavis, killed him, because it was a tiger after all. Moved on, and we started hearing mumbling again. And he was next to this pedestal in the middle of the room that had what looked to be like a fan blade, a dual-bladed fan blade. But it was sharp on one side. Like sharp enough to cut through things. Now, fans going at relatively high speeds, they can only chop into things, but this was deliberate. This was sharpened. To which it turned on, and the man, instead of being sensible, he started doing what the other man did. He started touching the outside of it and saying how much it hurt. Just ow, ow, ow. And we couldn't figure out what was going on. We tried to speak with him, but then he got killed too. We crawled under there and found a way forward. Managed to get there, and then we heard another one of those unearthly howls. And peeking around the corner, we saw it. It was this big, bloated human type thing, yellow. It's like it had a tiger uniform on it that was all stretched and torn, as if its skin had expanded and made the outfit just rip. It then proceeded to jump down and walk towards us. That was when I started to lose it. It wasn't entirely, but I did start just freaking out. It was out of my wheelhouse, not something I had dealt with before. I dealt with people. With humans. With whisperers, with tigers. Not a monster. Not a big bloated thing with pustules and scythes for arms. It went away for a bit. We managed to press forward. And then tigers started coming out of the woodworks. We don't know why. But some were crying. Some were humming. Not speaking. Some were moaning. And some were just angry. And they attacked us, and one of my... She's not my actual sister, but a lady I considered my sister, because she was Irish as well. Her name was Lucy, and her arm had been shot off earlier in the mission. By me, nonetheless, because she was in a tiger uniform and I didn't see the mark she had on her in time. That counted her as one of us. She lived that. But she didn't have a hand, nor the strength to hold a weapon like a crowbar or anything. So she was holding a pistol. And she shot. And it drew the attention of the creature and brought it back. And it went after the source of the noise, which was her. Only made far more evident when she fired at it multiple times. We tried to reach her, to go back and get her. But at first, it lowered its right scythe right down and through her middle, cutting her almost in half. She fell to the ground. She wasn't dead yet. It then pinned her to the ground and ripped her apart. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't have done anything. At that point, I was in the front. I managed to get us through one of those spinning blade traps, crawling underneath it. It kept the beast away for a while, but from then on, we were followed by those crazy tigers as well as the beast. Sometimes they'd try to grab us, especially when we got onto the rooftops. Mickey, in the part of doing that, he jumped across, and he didn't make it all the way, so he fell 2 stories down. The beast was still coming, and there was a crazy down there who was armored. Luckily, with the strength of Mavis and the kindness of Anne, they managed to get him back up and throw him across. I caught him, and we proceeded to keep going. From then on, we just did what we could to evade the beast, running around, using bottles and such to distract it. Eventually it caught on. We managed to hop a fence. Anne barely hopped a fence. It was right on her tail. I swear that scythe arm was 3 inches away from her. And all of a sudden, these armored troops of some kind, 3 of them, pop around with miniguns and assault rifles and just gun the thing down. At that point, we're so terrified because we don't know where we are, and we just want out. We just want home. I could barely speak. I was so scared. We managed to get home, our only loss being Lucy. The thing that really sealed the deal, though, was when we got back. We discovered that Chase wasn't anywhere to be seen. He wasn't our pickup. But we managed to get back to the railroad. And, the first thing my uncle asked, he didn't even know it was me at the time. He told me later that he had only heard that I had recently got assigned to that division. But the first thing he asked was, where's the serum? Not, how did it go? Not, is everyone alright? You're missing one. It was, where's the serum? And that's kind of what solidified it for me. What made it a bit of a permanent thing until later on when Anne helped me get over it. It was also the night where I formed a separate gang along with my friends, those who had gone on that mission. If you've ever heard of the Fallen, that was them. That was them.
I was wondering where they came from. I just heard of them.
It's because at that point we had it with what my uncle was trying to do. And when he came back demanding something, I don't even remember, Mavis, she pulled her pistol on him and fired. To which I pulled my SMG and also fired. I actually managed to take his finger off. But yeah, that was how that started. Later on, we all made peace with it. But yeah, that's why I'm partially why I'm leader of the Whisperers now. Yeah, that's the story of how
That's a lot.
I got over fear. Yeah, also keep in mind that there's another part to it. It's also a bit of a horror story. Ever heard of Marlow City?
No.
All right. So imagine going to a city filled with a whole bunch of scientists who are doing experiments on people, and you're there to help Chase Henderson, your leader, get out. And when you get there, the person who you've taken their outfit as disguise has been assigned to go for treatment. And so I have to act the part and go for treatment. They take me to a mental institution, of which I'm surrounded by the same people who are exhibiting the same sort of craziness that I saw back at Ravenholm. The only reason I even got out of there, with my sanity somewhat in check, is because of two people, as well as my fallen brothers and sisters. One was actually someone who was there. Cat girl. She was mute. We called her Mouse. But she actually had a head on her shoulders. And while there were other people acting like they were cars or wanting to put people in the TV because that's where the stars are, she was one of the reasons I got out. Well, the other reasons, to which I actually saw her the other day when we had our meeting, Officer Lono. She was there. And she played a part in us getting out too. But yeah, those are my 2 horror stories. I'm actually gonna. Oh, that's the call. And that's how I got over my fear. Or at least what caused it. Hey. Yeah. Thank you. How much you owed? Receipt. What, you think I forget? I'm gonna lower the tip. Great. Alright, sent. Take care, drive safe. So what about you? What's something dangerous you've gone through?
Leaving the city. That was the most dangerous thing I did.
Leaving the city?
Opening a brothel. My first one.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers. Move aside, phone.
My
Hello.
story's short.
Your story is short. They're still good. Woo. We ignore that.
I mean, like many and often, grew up in zero. And one day I decided to not be one of the gangs or not be a murderer, and I offered my services.
Nice. Are you one of the rare few who don't have blood on your hands?
Yeah. I actually do.
You do?
Clean hands. Well, as clean as they can be.
As clean as they can be.
I took over the brothel of a nice old lady who was, well, for what she did in her life, way too old. And then the Whispers showed up. He took over the protection, and I was ready to leave with someone. But as these kind of leaving stories always end.
Sadly. Yeah. Sorry to hear it.
Now I'm a mother with a triad that just wanna survive.
Really? What's his or her name?
Maria.
Maria.
Maria Everest. What, do you think Cassie's my only name?
Well, I just might also know someone by that name.
Really?
Yeah. Yellow eyes, scars on the face.
Doesn't ring, no.
All right. Oh, really, Maria. It's a good name.
She's a devil.
Literally.
Yep.
I mean, I'm human. I don't have much experience outside of... Yeah. I'm out of my league in that. You also a devil?
You think so? Oh no, I'm a human.
You're a human?
Yep,
Well, now I'm curious.
just a lot of cybernetics
Even the
and
ears?
body implants. You wanna touch them? You can feel it's synthetic.
Oh. That is. Well, appearances are deceiving.
Yeah. Well, it sells better.
I could see
Who
that.
wants a human? Let's be honest.
True. True. In fact, you see it on those websites, just like monster girls. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I see what you're
You
going
could
for.
imagine people have cleared that path, so
Mhm.
no. Monster girls, all about them.
I mean, hey, they're different, at least from themselves, and people like what's different.
True. But yeah, now you know everything about me.
Really, that's everything. Not even how much it costs to get all that.
All that costs a lot.
It costs a lot more than you want to calculate. Is what I'm guessing.
This costs 2K for normal stuff. 3 to 4 if it gets kinky.
Dear goodness, this bed's hard. So, I asked you a few questions about yourself. Go ahead, ask another of me. Ooh, I found out what's doing that. The pillow. Pillow's dangerous.
So, about you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're the leader of the Whisperers, and of course you're... Even though you're not your uncle, you're still an O'Delly, so I was wondering, is there a Mrs. O'Delly in your life?
Currently, no, there's not. I am looking though, and you know the name Maria that you mentioned?
Maria.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one I described earlier, her name is Maria, and she's who I'd like to consider my girlfriend. Although there have been a few complications that have risen.
Complications?
By random chance, are you aware of a man by the name of Victor Strange?
No.
All right. Well, pray you never get involved with him. Because he's not a devil, but he may as well be. At one point, she ignored direct order and got herself involved with him in a dangerous way. And you remember Lucy I mentioned earlier? He found her corpse. He stitched it all back together. He put puppet strings on her, a voice box in her throat, and used her as a way to communicate with the gangs. He lacks replacing body parts. He lacks going for the goal of perfection. To which, when Maria did this, I received a call. It was him and her. And I had to sit there and listen as she went through a spinal replacement without anesthetic, without being knocked out. So, I'm wondering every day, when am I gonna have to turn around and potentially shoot her in the head because she's being puppeted by that man? I actually thought about bringing her here too. I decided against it ultimately. I did let her know about this. So I do care, it's just extremely complicated. But in answer to your question, no, there's no missus. Although one day I'd like there to be.
So this strange... Who is he? Is he a tiger?
No. So you remember Marcus? He had an old council of 9. Basically 9 advisors and such. I believe he was included. Strange was one of that council. From what I've been told, I haven't actually seen him in person. He's an old man who's basically fallen apart, who somehow has an obscene amount of money, an obscene amount of resources, and is somehow so secretive that nobody knows about him. And only those who do are scared of him. He's like a spider.
Like in... Oh, I was about to say more like Amelius McKee, but for the underground.
Kind of. He knows a lot of people, and he has leverage against each of them. That is how he gets his power, by leveraging what people enjoy against themselves. I think you can now understand a bit more why I worry about Maria. However,
I think he already has something.
I think he has what he wants. Because currently he has 2 ways to torment me. 1, all he ever has to do is show Lucy. 2, anything with Maria. But there is one way that we've learned to stop him from knocking on your door. And it sounds counterintuitive, but it's the best way to do it. You play ball. Or at least pretend like you're playing ball. You follow the rules. And funnily enough, ever since, we've had no issues. If you ever come across a bunch of men and women scratching themselves and wearing all white in terms of hoodies and sweatpants, they're painters. That's his gang. Those he controls. My best advice, never get involved with him. Ever.
Painters. Sounds like he's an artist.
At least he tries to be. Last I heard, apparently he had replaced most of his body with mechanical parts. As if he's seeking immortality or something. He's constantly seeking perfection. He's also into cloning. Because right now, we have a bot at the Hollow that looks exactly like one of my whisperers. Except for the cyborg chassis.
Cloning.
Uh,
I think I've never heard of cloning that really worked. I mean, except for the sheep and the cows and the synthetic meat stuff.
Did you see the lady walking around the meat rack who was dressed in all black, had black hair and a blindfold?
I saw her.
Yeah.
Don't tell me she's a clone.
I don't know whether she is or if she's the original. Because there was a cat bot that looked similar to her in a sense, but shared the same name. I am to kill him. One day. And I'm gonna make sure, with this deal that we do, that he never gets his hands on the brothel. I can promise you that.
There it is.
Whoa.
These fearless eyes.
I was about ready to storm his, one of his bases that we learned. Till I was persuaded that it was suicide. I'm the kind of leader who leads from the front. I'm not the kind of person to stand idly behind, and whenever I have to, I pay as much attention to my whispers as possible. You ask any of my whispers, they'll tell you that I talk their ear off about those times that I was in airships and shooting out the back while we were flying away from other warships. about how I got Beckett, my gun. You know, for someone, an assassin like me, you'd think I wouldn't have as many action hero moments. It's honestly ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure you do.
The amount of times I've jumped from the rooftop of a car to the rooftop of another car, it's far too many. It's far, far too many.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Which one?
There was one I heard. I know it was in the newspapers. Someone threw a grenade.
Oh my goodness, not that one, not that one. You had to hear, Cassy, you had to hear of that one. Yeah, we then got branded as terrorists. You know, the newspapers failed to report that there were dozens of tigers on the truck behind us that were trying to kill us. Failed to mention that. No, just brand the fallen. Tigers have no part in this whatsoever. Just the fallen. That was actually when I fought the first catbot I saw. She broke my arm. And later that day, Chase did something stupid and got himself to an accident, of which the catbot held him hostage, and we had to return the vials that we had retrieved. Well, I had to go there because apparently one was missing. One of my fallen had taken it upon themselves to liberate the crate of one, because surely they'd never miss one. Surely. Well, nope, they counted. And, yeah. I was the one to go there in a box truck with a broken arm, recently set, so still in extreme pain. And I go there, there's a bunch of whisperers just lined up there. Their weapons out, hockey sticks, bats, crowbars, the works. Just standing there being menacing towards my group of fallen who are on the other side of a catbot, and one of mine is lying on the ground with a hole in their chest. What do? I don't know these whispers. I don't care that we're enemies at the time. I literally push them aside and hand over the vial I had to the catbot that broke my arm earlier. You know, I guess there's a lot of moments where I just don't show fear.
Sometimes fear is a good indicator for danger.
I mean, I still feel it. Just, I can still be me. I can still make decisions without panicking. Doesn't take a hold of me like it used to. Not anymore. It's always a good thing. Speaking of which, I did want to bring something up. I actually thought about it back when we first met in your apartment. But as a part of the brothel, I was thinking about a way that we could sweeten the deal, make it something better for both of us. Do you know of a man named Francesco Ricci? Or the King Crimson?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know Richie.
You know Ricci. Well, he has a casino. I have a plan.
Fancy casino.
Uh-huh. I've been there, actually. I beat Vito in a chess game. He's pretty bad. He's pretty bad at chess. But
I know, since I have the thing with the tigers, I have free entrance, basically.
wow. Lucky. Although you do have to pay to play.
Yeah, I still need to pay.
Yeah.
But I get the good things. For free.
Speaking of. Oh, not used to hard stuff. But plan is, and I would like for you to be part of the plan, in one sense, because I think you'd be very good in something. We plan on doing an infiltration job and stealing money from the King Crimson.
That is
A crazy idea?
and a crazy idea.
You want to know something about the Whispers?
I heard this
Times
sentence before.
I have a crazy idea. Ironically, it's those
There was
crazy
a man
ideas.
once.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a man once. I and he we visited. Do you know who Gormonder is?
I don't.
Ah, big giant godlike dude. Lives on the mountain in a big castle with his children. He had a celebration thing going on, and a few of us mortals were invited. He was with me, and then he said, "I have a crazy plan.
Oh no.
Let's steal all his gold."
Oh my
We
goodness.
couldn't find gold. We found cred sticks.
He found cred sticks. Oh my. He had
We thought
exchanged
we
them.
would be rich.
Oh my goodness.
Turns out they were empty.
They're empty
All of them.
cred sticks? Who does that? Except for money launderers.
Oh,
Wait, did you not think about that?
maybe. Maybe.
It's alright. It's alright. Well, now we know that Gormunder might be into money laundering. Funny that. How else is he gonna afford everything?
But yeah, we stole them. And he was like, yeah. I mean, he was a whisperer. I get that.
Mm-hmm. There was. But yeah, we plan on stealing money for the casino and use that money to establish our own in District 0. Now, here's where you come in. Part 1. I've got some whispers who need bunny outfits.
Yeah.
I think, listen, I know you in profession, you've had to go and look at these things so you could be more appealing to people and get customers and the like. So,
True.
you would be the obvious choice to go to give any sort of advice on this and what they should choose. And I do want to inform you that Queen will be a part of that mission.
You don't know how happy I am now.
How happy are you?
Very happy.
Why is
That
that?
is interesting. I like when people grow over themselves. Becoming more than just the edgy, mysterious person in front of your door that rings it with a blade.
With a
A
blade.
big blade.
Yeah. She does. She does have that. She's good. She's been through a lot too. And she's not exactly thrilled about this, but she's the best one for the job. But others are going to need it too. She's going to need backup in there.
I'm sure she will improve.
She will, over time. But part 2 and this is what I'd like to talk with you mostly about. Would you like to also be the one who runs that casino as well as the brothel?
Repeat that again. I was
Would
passing
you?
out for a second.
You were passing out. Oh, did the idea just strike your head that well?
Yeah.
Basically, I would like you to be the owner of the casino and the brothel. Become the Lady Luck of District 0.
Tempted. Very tempted.
Mm-hmm. Of which, from that, Whispers would share in the profits from the casino, but the deal with the brothel remains the same. And you know...
So what's in for you?
For me, with the casino? Two things. One, obviously, money, revenue. We need a lot of it, and right now our sponsors are running a bit dry. Two, casinos and brothels attract people. It would be a method of recruitment. Those who would want to join. They wouldn't be forced at all. Also, in terms of finances, it would be a good way for sponsors to approach the Whisperers. So, once again, more revenue.
So, yeah, you get a little bit of money and stuff like that, but I mean, why don't you run it yourself?
You mean me as Sean O'Delly?
Oh, you want to do it secretly? Under the curtain?
We do have the name Whisperers for a reason. I could, if you're not up for it. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm very. The Tigers might just question why I have a casino and another brothel all of a sudden, but I'm sure I can figure something out.
They might. All right. So, here's what we'll do then. Whispers will take ownership of the casino, and we're also going to do a bar at some point. Got to talk to everybody else about that first. I think we're going to be doing that first because it's easier. But since the brothel will be either nearby or built onto it, you'll still be a part of the casino, and you'll still earn revenue from it. And with all the people coming there, it'll also be increased business for the brothel as well.
That is true. That's actually a good idea.
I ran out of the bad ones.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Bunny suits, huh? Tips and tricks.
Yup. Queen's gonna hate this, but she literally has no argument against as to why she shouldn't be the one to go. She's perfect for the job.
So I will work with Whispers together closer and closer and closer until you can take over the one in the waterfront district.
Pretty much.
Well,
Yep,
so
yeah.
far I just know two. That's you and Queen.
Yup. Toby, you've actually seen a few others, I'm sure.
Oh. I mean, seen, yes, but
Not
doesn't
met.
mean I know them.
They can be a bit rowdy. Most of them are a bit rowdy. But, you know, life on the streets breeds that kind of thing.
I have actually another idea.
Oh, yeah?
Additional. So, what if I would need a secretary at my brothel in the waterfront district?
Mm-hmm.
I would need to go somewhere to recruit one, but maybe I just found someone and said, yes, this is the right person.
You'd like a whisperer as a secretary?
Hey, you want informations from the brothel in the waterfront district? Even better, you get a person there, you can get the information.
I do.
Additional to my people.
I think it's a good idea. I'll need to find a volunteer, though, and one that the Tigers don't know.
Do they know many faces?
They know a few. Although, if it really comes down to it, we have a few people who can make disguises. So, we'll find somebody. And I do ask, while they work there, they do get paid a normal wage. Just that one, though.
Sure.
All right. But yeah, sounds good to me.
Do it for nothing.
I'll absolutely ask and see who'd be willing.
How about I pick the person?
You want to pick the person? All right, what kind of person do you have in mind? What are some things that you're looking for?
Right now, actually none. I mean, well, obviously, as my secretary, they should be a little bit good at math. Just a little bit.
A little
Doesn't
bit good
need
at
much.
math, right.
What
Does
else
their
am I
appearance matter much at all?
Oh, in a brothel, of course. Appearance is everything.
What about their demeanor? Does it really matter whether they're cold and standoffish, or do you want really bubbly and happy to see them?
I think that doesn't matter that much.
All right. So mostly just can look appealing and is good at math. That's what we're looking for right now. All right. I have to admit, I haven't
Know a
asked
bit
them
of
any
physics.
math questions.
Hey, how fast flies your bullet when she hits the target?
It determines on the weight of the bullet and, you know, how many grains of black powder are inside.
So, see, you thought about asking them math questions.
Well, at one point, yeah. Back in the Fallen. These people. It's like running around with children, and they're constantly grabbing at things on the grocery shelf, and it's made out of glass. It's a jar of jam. It's made out of glass. And then you catch them grabbing it, and you say, hey, what do you got in their hands? And they turn around to you, and then they drop it on the ground, and it splatters everywhere. And then not only do you have to pay for the jam, you have to help clean it up. And then your kid asks, why am I in trouble? Do you have motherly experience with this? Has Maria done something?
I mean, look, my kid doesn't talk much because she's 2, but I can see it in her eyes.
She wants
Did I
to
do something
when you're
wrong.
You put her in the cart at the grocery store, you stroll through and she's looking at the things on the shelves and doing this.
I'm so happy that she doesn't have a tail right now. That is kind of annoying. I can hold 2 hands, but as soon as the tail comes in game, I'm lost.
Is it gonna be prehensile?
We will see.
Oh boy. Hope not. Hope not.
But what I want to say is, I would really like to see your base one day. The hollow, how they call it.
A hollow. Yeah, I think we can arrange that. After all, I very much didn't see any tigers here. I didn't smell any. They have a distinct smell that they have. You can just smell them.
No,
You're fine.
but I could use a shower.
You smell wonderfully.
Look, I just was in the industrial district and there was a lot of dirt. And chemicals in the air. So I'm pretty sure I'm disinfected.
Yeah, well, I had to live in
Every
the
acre.
sewers for a few months, so doesn't bother me.
I never got that part about you. I mean the whispers.
Oh, about the whispers? Oh, that was when that was the Fallen. We our first base was the sewers. Base. It's more like just a place to run to. Yeah, we slept down there. We did everything we could down there that wouldn't get us sick. Not a great place. I don't recommend it. Horrible vacation spot.
It is. Hemsky tried to drag me through sewers once.
He did.
Oh,
You
I
know,
turned around
he
and said, "Nope."
forgot that we actually delivered the water generator parts. I went back to base, I checked all the records.
Did you?
We delivered them. Yeah. Yep, it's
He's
been a
in
while now since they've been delivered.
He's a good man and a good person. He's an idiot.
He also forgot our deal and changed it. But we do what's
Happy to
best.
not work with him.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to know about Sean O'Delly?
Well, I think I know everything I know.
You think you
Fearless
know everything?
person. Yes. Almost. Well, I
Almost.
could ask about your whole family history, starting with your grandfather, maybe.
Oh, you mean the one I'm named after?
So you know your whole background.
I know
This is
that
gonna be a
bit.
long night.
I mean, if you really want to hear it, I can.
Less interested.
Honestly, that part, a bit boring. It's just old crime family stuff. Up until he made a gang and then he died and my uncle took over. Here we are. Real easy story to tell.
That's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
No explosions. No car chases. Well, we had a car chase, but you were on that car, not in that car.
Yeah, well,
Also good.
you know, I live for high speed.
You like it when the wind goes through your hair when you're standing on a car surfing into the sunset.
Surfing into the sunset. Now that'd be a new one. It's more like surfing away from sirens and flashing lights and surfing into a hail of bullets. That's what it's more like. But, you know, fun times.
Sounds like it.
What is the most exciting thing Miss Cassandra has done?
And now we are back on leaving the city. It was a car chase. It wasn't about something we stole or something very criminal. Disputes between two families, where my husband was dragged in.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're leaving. We were gone for 2 years, almost, and it was okay living in the behind the wastelands. So one day he drove to the grocery store and with me and the kid. And that's where the car shows up.
Mm.
Bullets, speed, car accident. You know the story.
Short question. They still alive?
You mean the person who chased us?
The ones who were shooting at you.
They're still somewhere.
You want them not to be?
Sometimes I think about that. Take a gun, point them, kill them.
It is my job
It
after
would not
all.
change anything.
No, it wouldn't. But the one who did it would be dead.
And what if that, when this person is a father or a mother, they did what they needed to do? It is an endless loop of violence.
You want to break it?
Sometimes one person needs to stop. I made my peace.
Good.
And my kid will never know, so...
I have a question for you. You like to dance?
Dance?
I
mean, I'm not good at it, but...
Come on, it's real easy. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a little surprising. You don't know how?
No, not really.
All right, you primarily a clubber or...
Yes. No, I'm actually a stoner. I'm laying in a corner.
You're a
and
stoner.
being drunk as
Oh,
well.
you're that kind. All right. So there's two kinds. We have the formal, which I put my hand here. This hand here goes on my shoulder.
This one? Oh, this one on the shoulder.
And this one, hand in mine. And all you do is you go back and forth, just side to side. Not that hard. And basically,
Okay,
you just kind of
it's really
turn.
not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard. This is slow dancing. This is formal. And people like doing this because they can look their partner in the eye and talk about various things. And, Dick, I want to make sure that you have a wonderful night. Now there's
You are charming.
I am a little bit. Let's move a little bit away from the bed. Now,
Yeah.
there's another way we do this, where it's a bit closer. This is a bit more for people who are a bit stuck up, all right, who are very formal. And in this one, your hands go around my neck, and mine go around your waist. Otherwise, the same movements. So really, you've never slow danced before?
Maybe once.
Maybe once.
But that has been a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, Cassy, I think everything we talked about has been a very good few steps forward and very good business. Question for you. What kind of music do you like?
EDM, electro.
Really?
I think.
Can you guess mine?
You're a metalhead.
Ooh, I'm a metalhead. A little bit. I like symphonic metal. It's fun.
Don't tell me classic, please.
No, I do like metal. I do like metal. But opera. Every now and then I listen to opera. I like the emotion they put into it.
That is true.
It's a lot of talent to do that.
Well, I never have seen one.
You haven't?
Really? No, I've heard about it.
Would you like to?
Is that an invitation in an opera?
Yes, it is.
Sure. Why not?
I can't promise tickets to actually go see one. We might have to watch it on a computer screen, but, you know, they're expensive. And they might be sold out.
A computer stream, of course.
Yeah, you know, they might be sold out.
So, operas.
Operas,
And
symphonies, and metal.
And metal. That could be a movie title.
It could be. Opera, symphonies, and metal. Could be a movie, couldn't it?
So if you like dancing, then I might have something for you.
Oh?
Have you ever heard about the Baltic Circle? Excuse me.
I haven't.
Turn.
Oh, I had to turn too.
There is a ball this weekend, I guess. So, if you have time, I don't have someone to go with.
Alright, you want to see Charmin? I'd gladly go with you.
I'm flustered.
Don't be too flustered now.
You really are charming.
Oh, deli trait.
I never have seen an Odeli charming.
Really? They must have not been in a good mood.
Oh no, he never was.
It's understandable. It's understandable. But, you know, you actually ever caught him in a good mood. He could be. Sure, he had the gruff voice and everything, but he actually cared a great deal. And before everything went down, he actually regretted a lot of the things he did. I learned a lot of what I'm doing from him, despite going through what I did with him. But, you know, we talked it out. All was good.
Is he still...
I don't know. I don't know. But if he is, there's one thing I hope. And that he finally got to go see his kids, rather than hide them away.
See, we all have children, a father, a mother, somewhere.
Yeah. My parents are both alive. My dad made this for me. He actually owns a suit store.
That is good.
Has little slots in it for little places I can hide things away, or even put armor in there if I need to. And you know who taught me to shoot in my family?
Who?
My mom. She was the O'Delly. My dad married in. But she is the one, growing up in a crime family. She taught me how to shoot, how to constantly be ready if something's going on, where to stab if all you have is a knife. I learned a lot. But even then, with those lessons, she was a great mother. As I'm sure you are with Maria.
I do what I can.
That's what matters. So, any other business or things you'd like to talk about before we see who can go up to the highest frequency?
Yeah, I still am on... Am I still on service? I guess I am. So,
Doesn't matter to me whether you want to or not. You're getting the money
Well,
regardless.
for now, we can...
I want to
For
give you the
now,
choice.
we should keep it more professional.
You just went up a few points.
We just wait until the ball is done, and then we can...
Yeah, we could. Yeah. So what do they generally do at the Bardic Circle?
So there will be singers and dancers, and
Mm-hmm.
you can dance yourself, which is probably good that you showed me a few moves right now. So we can dance together and enjoy the food.
I'd gladly
Talk
do
about
so.
it.
I should be able to have something done in time. But yeah,
Yeah.
gladly go. And by done in time, I mean I'm literally going to make sure I can remove the logo from here.
You could just take a scissor and... No, well, no, that wouldn't be nice.
Just do something.
Can you actually just... Do you all just take like permanent markers
there
and mark
yeah.
them? Okay, okay.
You rubbed it off.
I'm sorry.
You're
Now
fine.
no one will see that you're them.
Oh no, no, it'll know. I need a Sharpie. Quick, where is? Do they have any here? Hold on. Where are they? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows, anyways.
Most of the people know.
But yeah.
Do the tigers actually know your face and the others?
Oh
Or
yeah.
do you-
When I went to the King Crimson, I went there without a mask on because they had seen the mask that I typically wear. That and, well, it's a public place, so going there in a mask would be extremely suspicious. But since then, I'm pretty sure they became aware of it. I think they're less aware of who's under the mask than they are of, well, me. But now Vito knows that it was the leader of the rival gang, Sean O'Delly, that beat him at chess.
Oh, you won?
Yeah, I won. And I was doing a really crazy tactic too. I was using the king aggressively. You shouldn't do that. But
Well,
I wanted to prove a point.
fearless.
A king should always lead his people. Granted, I don't see myself as a
You're
king.
fearless.
Although, you know, one of my leaders goes around saying that I'm the God Emperor or something. I don't know. He's into some like weird fantasy game. Has Space Marines in it or something. I think it's silly.
Sometimes we need to take care of crazy people.
He's actually an extremely good medic.
Most of them are caring.
Yeah. He's good. He's a real good person. Only they could all be that good. Yeah, any other questions for me?
So, one last question.
Mm-hmm.
When can I visit your people?
When can you visit my people? I wouldn't suggest this Friday. But if you're available on Tuesday, I should be able to bring you in then.
Alright.
It'll be around
Let's see who else likes to wear a bunny suit.
Normally people start waking up for that. Well, if it were today, it would have started 30 minutes ago. But yeah, we can.
Yes, I try.
I understand if you can't. I completely understand. Working into
by
the
the
wee
way,
hours
I
of the
have,
night.
Yeah, and I have a few other business deals to do, and there's so much to do before the brothel opens. It is not even open, and people are already way too interested in it.
Yeah. Well, you know, they see the opening soon sign. They're like, when's it opening? I want a piece of it.
Well, let's see who the piece belongs to at the end. Well, to me, obviously.
Yeah, it'll belong to you. What are you going to call it? Do you have a name for it?
The Nine Heavens.
The Nine Heavens.
It's an old church.
It's an old church that
I
you're
was
converting
thinking
into
about-
a brothel?
It is an old church.
Cassandra!
So it was.
That's
I was
fantastic!
thinking, and it is beautiful. And I thought about like they take the old church and they name it Nine because of 9 rings of hell. And
And now you changed it to heaven because when you go there, you feel like you're in heaven. Or, better
You understand
yet,
that?
receiving service here will take you to heaven. Although some might see that in the sense they're being killed, but yeah.
I need to write that down.
You need to write that down? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I do.
The service here will take you to heaven.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was thinking about a good slogan. That's perfect.
There you go. I'm actually the guy who gives all my people call signs and such. And they're like, how did you even come up with that? And I said, I just came up with it. It's just a random talent,
So
I
you
guess.
named Queen, why?
She named herself.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot she's the edgy one.
She would absolutely hate to hear you say that. She would hate to hear you say that so much.
It's fine. But she has a beautiful face.
Yeah, she does. And I know you're going to do a good job with that. Helping her find something.
Oh yeah.
I do recommend dyeing her hair too. I'm thinking red.
But the black is beautiful.
It's just a further way to make sure they don't recognize her.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
More friendly colors. Red isn't friendly. Blonde. White. No, I hate white. I need to dye my hair.
You need to dye your hair? What do you think? What color do you think about dyeing your hair?
Probably black.
Probably black. I'm personally a fan of red. Of course, I'm biased. Black would be good, though.
Not
Although
everyone can wear.
well, you
Red.
do have the blue eyes with the reds in the center, the red irises. Although I do wonder if you go black, your horns might go hidden a little bit.
True.
So you might want to go with something a bit brighter.
Oh, maybe also blonde. Anything but white or silver.
What drove you to go white in the first place? Was it stress? I hope it wasn't stress.
Skin color.
Oh.
I'm not Toku or Dar. My hair doesn't turn white because I'm stressed.
You know, he actually came to the Hollow yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I finally got to kick him in the balls. He had at one point tried to sell one of my whispers into slavery.
Oh.
He wasn't successful. But even though he even thought about it, I kicked him in the balls for it.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Deserves it.
He deserves a lot more than that, but that's what was given. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good leader. It's actually kind of sad when he left. Although he does lie out of his mouth constantly.
He's paranoid.
Yes, he is. Do you know the reason why he didn't go up to meet you?
Because I had 20 tigers in my room. I assume.
Yeah, he thought there were going to be tigers around to kill him. That it was all a ploy to get him assassinated. And then who shows up on your doorstep 10 minutes later? Queen.
Yeah, the lucky girl with a little bit of sanity in this place.
Mm-hmm. Yep, some of us are a bit more forward-thinking than him.
I should forgive him. But on the other side, I shouldn't.
Well, you know, what you can do is you could tease him that saying, hey, you know, if you actually met with me that one day, you would have had a little bit of a cut of profits that we're talking about now, but since you actually ditched on our meeting, sorry, you can't have that anymore. And he'll be like, what? Why? Why aren't you get... I want to meet with you now. He'll do something like that. He'll do one of these. He'll do one of those.
Oh, I guess he should start staying out of gang business. Or my business, in that case.
Yeah.
He walked instantly to Hemsky and told him that there were tigers and I have a deal with them, apparently. That's how you probably knew.
That's how we learned about the brothel in the first place. Of which, of course, we were worried. But I now know Cassandra, the owner of the 9th. Oh dear. The 9th circle of heaven. 9 circles of heaven. I'm horrible with names.
You never listen.
Cassandra!
What?
I listen, I try. I came up with a call. I came up with
I listen, I try?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna hide now. I'm gonna hide inside here. Where it's dark.
9 heavens.
The 9 heavens. I was close. I remember the 9 in heavens. Just forgot. Yeah, it's a good place to hide. You want to know why it's always good to go on that side of the closet rather than this side? So when people come up here and they open the closet door, whenever they peek their head in, they peek their head into the left. If you're on the right, you could either A, be behind something, and they might just wander off, or B, you'll then have the opportunity to attack them, and they'll be surprised. So that's why it's always good when you're in a closet to go to the right side. Oh, the things you learn. Oh, what happened?
Out of character, there's a hoodie in the corner. With a Whisper logo.
Is that yours?
No?
How big is it? Is it massive?
It looks like my height, maybe a little bit bigger. Looks like one of these XL long sleeve hoodies. Like the big ones. Oversized.
Holds it. Why don't you keep it? You never
Frank
know.
is gonna see us end it.
You never know. Might need to hide.
Maybe. Do you know that hiding is actually pretty easy in this city? You just leave the district and no one will ever find you, probably. The problem is that people always come back at some point.
Yeah,
And things
usually.
they forget.
No one forgets in District 0.
No one does.
Lots of grudges. Too many sometimes.
So it's getting a little bit...
Yeah.
You
Who's taking care of Maria right now?
friends. She currently actually is not in the city after the whole tiger panicking whisperers. I gave her to friends for a while.
Well,
Because I wasn't sure if the next day, well, how it would be. The whisperers show up at my doorstep with a few guns and just...
well, if the Whisperers ever show up on your doorstep with guns, it's now gonna be to make sure you're safe.
Hopefully not. The tigers think they keep me safe at the moment. It would be very, very bad if there would be a whisper all of a sudden saying, yeah, I'm with Cassy.
Guess we just gotta get rid of the tigers then.
I wish you good luck with that. I will do what I can.
I do have one question before we go. You never gave me your last name.
Oh. Now it comes. Cassandra Victoria Elris.
Cassandra Victoria Elris. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's take you back. You know what's going to be really funny? Return this key after only a short period of time and tell them, yeah, we're done. When all we did was talk.
That's what I told Frank.
What'd you tell Frank? That all we were going to do is talk?
I said that you were better.
Oh. I mean, I have a singular question in regards to that. Maybe you can offer a little bit of proof and insight if he asks. He puts the duffel down and zips it open. It's full of toys and stuff.
What?
In case he asks. What?
Whoa.
Whoa. Let me return the key. We'll talk about it on the drive. There you go. Yeah, of course we're done. You know the last time I heard someone say whoa? They're talking about a horse. Cards down. High five, the two horny characters didn't play rock, paper, scissors. Woo!
Look, Marlo's City Ravenholm mood killed everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
I mean, but it provided her a lot of insight, and she got to see why he's fearless. Sean's the kind of person who's going to answer.
Man. Oh, I hate that. I can't use that anymore.
You have that. You know what I have? This.
I can go further. It's an onsen toggle.
Oh. But yeah, that was good. That was good. Good deals and such made. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how fast I'm gonna die.
Which part? Choosing out outfits for the Whispers for the casino heist? Or being
This
an
would be
informant?
Yes, both.
Both. But yeah.
I mean, I will have a lot of fun with Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make her break, or she's gonna make me break.
Queen, it's for the mission. You gotta do this. When I was there, I quite literally remember Bunny Girls. How did you forget?
Bunny girls.
It's the standard outfit.
I mean, yeah, yeah, it fits. I mean, I would do. I'm moving while I'm not moving.
Oh, yeah.
My trackers were like fucking up so much. I hate it.
Yeah, mine were
Since the
screwing
new
up when I
update.
was sitting on the pillows and such.
I think it's since the last update something got fucky with full body and
Oh, they did. Actually, I have noticed that like my feet aren't the same height that they usually are. It's like a little bit more off.
yeah, it's like since they brought this
Oh my
whole
goodness.
adjustment upgrade, which is not even good.
Mm-hmm.
Very bad made. I never used it so far.
Wow. I never look at the updates. I just get into VR and go. I do it live.
Oh my god, Kaiga be like, Frank in character text, are you free?
Oh, if Frank had a heart, it would be broken right now. That's what he posted in my chat.
Broken. Good thing he doesn't have a heart.
Oh my goodness. Good thing he doesn't have. Wait, he doesn't have a heart? How does he pump? How does he pump blood through his bloodstream?
He has a visual heart, but he doesn't have a emotional heart.
Oh my goodness. He has no emotions. Wow. Frank didn't teach Cassandra how to dance. I can't believe she's only danced once in her life. I was thinking about going for a spin, but I decided against it because it would be awkward in VR.
It would be.
Yeah.
It already is sometimes, like the fucking scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why people don't want to dance at the Baltic Circle balls, because it's like when desync and it looks kind of weird.
I do not care. I will dance.
Me neither.
Heck yeah. So yeah, when is it on Saturday? I'm gonna have to find out when that is.
It's on Saturday before Lotus.
Mm-hmm. So after Meat Rack, before Lotus.
I don't know the actual time. Wait. I just have my time zone, and I think if I count right backwards, it's...
I could just ask Couchy.
Or that. I mean, for you, if you look in the Medrag channels and in the unaffiliated RP advertisement, there is the Baltic Circle post.
Oh, okay. Unaffiliated RP. Got it.
Okay. I think it's 9:30 p.m. EST, maybe CS.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
But yeah.
But heck yeah, Sean got invited.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Who is this? Hey, you're using
What?
my old
Who is
outfit.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to who is this? Oh my god, I can't. I can't believe that.
No, I never met her.
I really can't. You met her.
You talking about
Let me
JC?
go to this smaller.
I knew her as this. I never saw the other outfit.
Yeah, that was the other outfit.
Mm.
The other outfit was when she was already undead. Dead.
Mm-hmm. The only times I ever saw JC was when her hair was green and blonde.
A horrible time.
Uh-huh. That was the only time. So, and yeah, I never really got to interact with her much at all.
But yeah. Nice outfit.
Heck yeah. It's a great outfit. It
Nice
works for
design.
everybody. Yeah, that's Beckett.
Yeah.
Oh, you also got a...
Something small.
Mm-hmm. So many
Oh, it doesn't
toggles.
work.
It doesn't. Mine does.
I mean, on this model not, because this is just for Hamsky, because sometimes he has like nightmares and dreams. So
Oh.
I can fuck with him
As you do.
as I do.
Yep. All right. Well, amazing RP. We have plans for the future. Brothel and casino and bunny outfits. Let's go.
And funny outfits.
Uh-huh. One of those is the most important. I'll let you guess which one.
Bunny outfit is the most important. Nothing goes over bunny outfit.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Bunny outfit overall. It'll achieve everything. Don't you know that while wearing the bunny outfit, you are impervious to bullets?
True. Damage get reduced to 0.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 100% damage reduction. Good.
Charm goes up plus 10.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop off. Amazing time. High five once again. Once you get in that avatar.
Waiting.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait to see the holo again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's Jasmine's hoodie, by the way.
Jasmine's holy?
Before Bucky broke her leg, her hoodie.
Oh, that's Jasmine's hoodie.
Found in the corner.
Oh, no.
No one ever take it. I remembered when he were in the corner.
That is ages ago, too. You remembered something from that far back, or did your chat remind you?
I remember, so no, I don't have a chat anymore. I don't stream anymore.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
Daggum, that was so long ago. No one took the hoodie. Even staff here didn't took the hoodie. Wow.
No one.
My goodness. No wonder this place is legendary. They never clean anything up.
Yeah, the blood stains, like from here, where Lily got shot at some point, will be there.
He got shot here. Alex got beat up here. There's a fake dead Maz right here whose head got cut off and punted that way into a field goal because of natural 20. Yeah, I don't know why they rolled for that, but they did. But yeah, they never clean this place up. Mm-mm. What's in the dumpster then? STDs!
Yeah, what?
Why did we say that so cheerfully?
What? It's like, yeah, look, in this room, probably Shane and Match's character.
Cassie's just like, there's a reason why we go to room 3. I know that one's safe. Only on Tuesdays. Oh no. Look, the reason why it's safe, that pink light in there, it's a black light. It disinfects everything, okay?
True.
It also lets you see everything, but we don't talk about that. Gosh, I need to stop. I need to get, you also need to go to bed.
Yeah, I go to bed.
Yep. All right. Good night. Sleep well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boing. Boing. All right, chat. I am going. Also, sadness. Yeah, he's incapable of sadness. I am going to go and, well, end stream and jazz. And my goodness, I was on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Wow. Well, yeah, good stuff. We'll have another stream on Friday. We'll have a big mission going on then. And, yeah. It's gonna be cool. Yep. Good night. And as always, I am the FootKnight. Fight on.